Okay, so this apartment or loft space, whatever we call it, condo, is been designed to adapt with your lifestyle?
Yes.
And be flexible?
Yes. Yes.
Starting with the shower? Be flexible where you have a shower?
Right. Well, the first thing,
At
again,
the front door,
it all
maybe?
begins with pragmatic. So you come in, you have your muddy shoes, you have your slush, and you have Hannibal, who has who's kind of a walking mop himself. So you come in, and you can take your shoes off, or you could hose Hannibal off. So all of the dirt and grime goes, and slush goes down the drain. And then, you know,
really use it?
All the time, every day with Hannibal. Well, 3 times a day with Hannibal, actually.
Fantastic. So at the front door, we have the slatted floor, and then it meets concrete.
Yeah, the concrete, everywhere you see concrete is where the old walls used to be. This used to be 2 apartments with 6 rooms, and now it's basically a 1-room space. I put all of the storage in these rolling units, and they're all dedicated to a certain function.
Yeah,
so
look.
Please.
So that would be your...
So these are long coats, scarves, things like that.
Fantastic.
You know, this becomes shoe closet. And so in general, they live here. But if you have guests coming for a longer stay, you can take these, and they're all on wheels, so that you could roll them out. You know, you could make a divider or a screen, or you could pull out some of the cabinets.
Easily, don't
and they all roll easily.
And they have this nice sort of laminated glass happening.
And they have, the glass is it's basically a product which I played around with and invented, which is I laminated linen to the back of the glass. And this way you can see the silhouette of some of the contents of the cabinets without really revealing all the kind of nitty-gritty.
I mean, it's so creative. Interesting that you have an antique in your otherwise contemporary space.
Yeah, I'm not somebody who really believes in kind of going overboard with this mixing and matching. You know, these are the things that I have. So, you know, what we have gets displayed.
So they have meaning.
So this is another moving story that it's the same kind of glass that's laminated with linen. And the idea is that during the day, they sit open. But at night, rather than having blinds, you roll these in front of the window. And because there's lights in the window heads,
you get illumination, which is
exactly, you get illumination at night.
Even
so it's just
like
kind of warm glow.
The ceiling is like a piece of art.
The ceiling is this found treasure, and it's sort of the origin, actually, of much of the design. So what you see is just the underside of the
It's so cleaned
concrete.
up, though, that it looks like it's been applied.
Just because it was sealed by the plaster ceiling for 80 years. So
it looks like it's some interesting, wonderful new thing. Anyway, this is interesting. This is your bathroom.
So the idea with this bathroom, it's the same as the entry, where there's a drainable slatted floor. So the whole room becomes a shower. There is no shower
curtain. It's not that girl-friendly, though, if we have our stilettos on.
No, it's not. No, it's true. It's better with flats.
That's okay.
And so it's also easy to clean because you just hose everything. It goes down the drain. These walls are plaster, and what I did is I mixed in dried pigment into the plaster and then applied it by hand, so it got this modelly kind of leathery quality. And then I covered it with marine varnish, the kind of thing you'd put on a wooden boat, so it's totally waterproof. So I was trying to find things, you know, to you know, that were going to be sympathetic to this older, you know, 1930s building, but yet not trying to mimic or kind of parody the old things.
I love kitchens. They're my thing. This is about the most minimal kitchen I've ever seen.
I made a centerpiece which is 3 feet wide. So you have 20 feet long, kind of 1 foot deep cabinets on the other side. So all the dishes and foodstuffs are on the opposite side and everything stays low. Very utilitarian.
So where are the wheels, Paul?
This is the one piece of furniture which doesn't get around.
Okay. But what about the fridge?
The fridge absolutely gets around because, for instance, the way I live, it makes sense for the refrigerator to be here, but when you have a party, it actually makes much more sense for the fridge to be there.
Easy to move?
Yeah, it's very easy. So you can put it anywhere you want.
Housekeeper's dream.
So it's the exact same cabinet as the storage cabinets, except it has a German refrigerator, which is much more narrow, so it just slid into those cabinets that I made.
And then
these are
bells and whistles?
Yeah, kind of all the bells and whistles, all of the appliances stay on this side.
Well, what I find so interesting is most people try to work against a space which is an unusual size. So when I see a bowling alley space, usually I see it divided into squares. You've worked with the space. Yeah,
no, I thought, you know, there's no way that you can kind of arrest the space which is so long, so you just go with it.
Yeah. So tell me, am I really looking at your bathtub?
This is the master bathroom and the bathtub.
It's beautiful.
Which, yeah, it's a cast-in-place concrete bathtub. This is glass with red silk that's been laminated to it. So what you see through the red silk is all of the plumbing of the building. And what happens is that it usually stays open. So when you're taking a, somebody's taking a bath, you can see who's in the kitchen cooking or see what's going on over there. And if you do want privacy or you want to take advantage of both bathrooms in the apartment, you just close this, this red glass wall, which opens both ways.
This is so extraordinary. The shadow effect.
Yeah.
It's just great.
So the idea is that through this translucent silk-backed glass, you can see the silhouette of somebody who might be in a shower. So I'm trying to play with this idea of a private space becomes an erotic space. I think that in North America we obsess so much about what's public and what's private, and I guess I wanted to try to erase some of those barriers here in this apartment.
So here we are, and now, Paul, I expect a surprise because I'm in your bedroom.
So, so this is the main sleeping area, and again, this was a small room. So rather than leaving this kind of opaque plaster wall up, I took that down and put in a clear glass wall. So the master bathroom is framed by the red silk wall and the clear glass wall. And if you have guests staying over for the weekend and you want privacy, you take the bathroom door and you open it. And to kind of cover up the space over the shelf, you push this over.
Okay, that's a surprise.
And so in the bathroom, you have the same slatted floor. All the water goes down the drain, and you can take a shower. You can roll up the wooden slat. But if you want to fill up the tub a lot faster, you simply run it from the sink. So what happens is that the sink then becomes a waterfall, and fills this up twice as quickly because it's twice the volume of a standard tub. I did, and I made the sink. I cast it myself.
Wonderful.
It's great.
Let's go back out into your great room.
Sure. I think everything which is in this space, it's such a long design process and construction process. It was almost a year and a half. So I was inventing things as I was going along.
Organic.
It
evolved.
Yeah. It wasn't master planned from the beginning. Right. So it was trial error. Some things worked, lots of things didn't work, and then it just sort of came about.
Well, it works.
Thanks.
It's
Thank
fabulous.
you very much, Linda.
I'm still dreaming about that space. It was one of the most memorable condos I've seen in 7 years of seeing a lot of homes.